comparison, I bought two Sizzix 3D texture fades, whatever, the 3D embossing folders. I've never used them before, and I bought two, and I thought I'd share with you guys what the difference and what it looks like compared to a regular. I took out a few of my folders that I already have. I don't have any 3D. This is the only 3D that I have. You can tell, like, it's quite embossed compared to, let's say I have a Doris here. It's quite embossed. I've never had an issue with this one. It embosses really nice and deep. This is Crafter's Companion. It also has a really nice finish to it once you put it into your embossing machine. This is from Cuttlebug, and Cuttlebug seem to have a little bit more embossing height, I guess is what I want to say, compared to this one or the other one, but maybe it's just because the leaves are a little thicker. I'm not sure, but it does feel a little thicker here. And this one here is by Sizzix also, and it's a regular folder by Stampin' Up, but it's by Sizzix. So these are what I have to compare to with these, because these are 3D. Let me get a few out on my machine here, and my embossing machine, and let's compare. I'll be right back. Okay, first thing interesting is the 3D folder on my Big Shot. The only way I could run it through was going flat, no tab, tab 2, tab 1, no tab, one plate, and the folder. It was the only way I was able to put it through. If I put another plate on top, it wouldn't go through. I found that to be interesting. And if I put just a tab, it was so much hard that I was scared, not scared, but I was alert to maybe it would cut right through the foil. So I didn't try this because it was running through smoothly on here. So all my others ran normally the way they should be ran through on a Big Shot. So as I said, the only thing that was different was that the 3D had to go with no tabs and only one plate. So that was interesting. I learned something new. Now, I haven't done any research on these. Like I said, I just purchased them, and I thought I would see how they go. Now, sorry for the glare, but I thought if I did it on some foil cardstock, it would give you a better idea. You'd be able to see the indentation a lot better. So I'm going to put these two aside, because these two are from Sizzix, the 3D. Okay, so this one here is the Cuttlebug one. Beautiful indentation. See how nice that is? See how beautiful that is? Oops. That I cannot complain. That is perfect. A perfect embossing. And that's the scrolls. I miswrote this one. C-R-O-L-L-S. Here is one from Sizzix, which was from Stampin' Up that I had purchased. And these are the Lacy Brocade. And again, it's absolutely gorgeous. The embossing on this is absolutely stunning. Okay? So that gives you the Sizzix. Now here is the one from, let me go this way. Here is the one from Doris with the embossing. It tore a little bit here. Maybe I had too much strength on here, but it tore right straight through. I might have had too much pressure, but yet I used the same pressure on the four of these. But still, the embossing is pretty. I would probably put less stress. I would go a little lighter, I think. But the embossing is perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Okay, let's Doris. Now, this is Crafter's Companion, a UK company. And, oh, this one here came in beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, it didn't go through the cardstock. Nice pressure. Everything is good. Now, let's go to the 3D to really see what the difference is. Now, this is the 3D, and this is for the Foundry, okay? The Foundry was the one that I had said would look maybe for males, just like the gears or whatever. Okay. Okay, I can see this. And I could see this being done the other way, too. Right now, the way I did it, I think I put it backwards, because the indentation seems to be more here than here. But I like it. I don't mind it. It was backwards, because you can see, can you see the indentation? That's the side that should have been out. And it's here, it's embossing going in instead of being out. There's still dimensions, but nothing near as what I thought it was supposed to be. And I did the same with this. When you know it, I would do it twice. These are all embossed going in, and these are all the embossing going out. So let's do it on the right side this time. Let me pull out my big shot. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but hey, we are entitled. There you go. I'm going to put one plate in because that's all I need. And I'm going to have another piece of this cardstock. I'm at the bottom of this pad here. I love this cardstock. This is from Decor with a View. I love it. Love it, love, love it. I find it's really die cut with a view. I find it's a very nice cardstock, thick, and lots of fun. And I guess the key role to this one is where you see it embossed. I don't know if you can see this, but if can't really tell, but if maybe if I put it this way, yeah. See how it's all colored? That is the side that you're going to emboss, and it will emboss out. And I didn't do it that way. So I'm going to run this through my embossing. And as you'll see, I only need this. That's all I need. And I just need to run it through here. Like this. There. I don't have to put a shim in there or anything at all. Like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It almost looks like a piece of metal. Look at that. Can you see that? Compared to, where's the other one? Compared to the inside of this. This is all in, and this one is all out. Oh, big, 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 super big difference. Let me try the metal one, because I think we should experiment with the metal one too. And I'm going to take a piece of cardstock here, which looks like a like a copper, I guess, because you could use some ink. Yeah, this one has the same thing. It's embedded, like colored in on the top here. So I didn't notice that, and I put it backwards. These would look really nice with some ink, let's say some alcohol inks on it, or powders to make it look more metal, gun metal or something. They would really, really stand out. Yep, yep. See the difference? There's a super big difference. There's a big difference. Let me grab the back here. And let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is the metal backwards. In other words, I put it backwards, embossed it the wrong way, but it still made a beautiful indentation. Like, I'm going to use this. I'm definitely not going to throw it out. The only difference is where this is embossed in, here it's pushed out. That's a negative and that's a positive. And there's the dimensions all over it. Now, Yeah, I can see where they'd be 3 because there'd be one here and then there'd be another one here that pushes out. But to say that it's that much higher than, let's say, this one, well, I'd argue that one because I don't find that there's a whole big difference there. There's definitely a difference here because it's a totally different layout, but it's not that far off from this one either. Now this one here, the Doris, was it the Doris one? The scrolls? No, the Cuttlebug one. Cuttlebug one is awesome. Cuttlebug one is almost like this, except here, I'm comparing just this one here, the, I forget what it was called again there, the Foundry Roy, because of the height. So, yeah. See, there's a nice height on these ones too. I don't know if you can tell there. I'm trying not to put the light on it, but so you can see. See, this is the negative. In other words, I flipped it over and I got the indentations instead of the positive, which would push out. And here's the positive there. So if you take a look at this versus this, I don't know if you can tell the difference where you are, but there's a big difference here. Now, having said that, this is the negative of the flourishing one, botanical one rather, and this is the positive. Now, the only thing I see that's a little bit more embossed, if you will, is the little flowers, but if I was to put this next to this, there's a difference. Yep, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference here because this embossing folder has more details, so you can really see the difference in the embossing. It's a little higher than this one here, to me. But as I said, this is just me. But these were, I think they were $9.99 US, I believe. They were $9.99 US. So if I have to consider these versus any one of these, unless I was doing something specific, as in using some paints on it or whatever, I'm not sure it would make a whole lot of difference. Because normally, if I was going to cut this and put this on a card front, I would probably have, I'd have to leave it like it is there, or else just add a banner on it because I can't cover that up. That's too pretty to cover up, and it's an awful lot of embossing that wouldn't stand out whatsoever. This one here is the same thing on the gold. I can see embellishing this like with black soot or something like that to kind of bring out the nail heads and stuff. I like this one. This one is not as busy, but still, I would maybe put a few wheels, gear wheels on this, and it would do the trick. Now see, this one here, because where the butterfly is and so forth, and the leaves are, this would look good on the front of a card because you could use just a piece of it and put a ribbon or something. This one is the same way. This one is quite busy in that. And now this flourish, for an example. Now this is perfect for a background because it's even all the way through. It's the same pattern all the way through. So what you're going to see here, you're going to see here. I don't know if you can see that. You're going to see on both sides. So it really doesn't matter what you add on top. It will definitely, you'll be able to see the pattern. So what would I do? Would I buy more? There's not a whole lot of difference between both. The Doris I bought at $2 on a sale a piece. Again, it was US though, but $2 a piece. The Cuttlebug I bought, I can't say for sure. I can't remember. And these were anywhere between $7 and $10, I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, on the Stampin' Up, but they're pretty much all the same price. And the Cuttlebug must be close to the same price there. Would I pay a whole lot of difference for the 3D? I don't know if I'd want a whole bunch of them, but I do like them. I can see it being fun for mixed media and different other stuff. And you know what? I'd be curious to see it with a ribbon, with a flat ribbon. I may try that and let you know how you turn out. So, my review on the 3D texture, I like it. I'm glad I bought it. I've been wondering how it worked, how it came out. I hope you can see the difference. I would probably buy a few more depending on the patterns. I'm always looking for a different pattern, especially male, because I find there's lack of more masculine types. But either or, I love them all. There's not one company here that I would suggest more than another. Depends what you're going to use it for. I do like Tim Holt stuff. Tim Holt is, you know, he's definitely knows his stuff. But I like them all. So it really doesn't matter what you pay. Whether you pay $2, you pay, you know, $10 or $7, or I forget how much this one. I think this one here came with my Gemini electric cutter, which, by the way, this did not fit in. These I can run through my Gemini. This one here, I haven't figured it out. It was straining too much. I stopped it. I was scared to break it down. But I worked it through on my Big Shot. So, this is what I have. This is what it ended up being. I love them all. Really, I do. Have a great day, guys. This is Yvonne. And I'm going to sign off for now. But I will have a tutorial for you soon. And let me know if you have any comments. Have a great day. We'll catch you up soon. Bye-bye.